Hi everyone, so this is the NASA website again. I found a really good article on the NASA website about asteroids that the NASA has been tracking. And of course, asteroids could be very dangerous if they hit planet Earth, right? Meteoroids, asteroids. And so this is really important why it's important to have intelligent people working on major issues like this, right? So of course, women are intelligent too. Women can be really great at making dresses and clothing. Women are great at planning weddings. Women are great at rainbows and sunshine and that whole what's that organization with the rainbow flag? Women are excellent at that. They made that organization with the rainbow flag. Women are great at rainbows and unicorns and shoe shopping and butterflies, etc. Actually, don't get me wrong about butterflies. I think butterflies are miraculous, beautiful creatures. Butterflies. I mean, all God's creatures are wonderful. But anyways, um, so of course, women can be scientists too, right? But my point that I want to make just now is, I distinctly remember a period in the media when people were being fired for things they said on social media. If you have the most intelligent astrophysicist who is the one protecting us from asteroids and meteoroids, I don't care if he said that he thinks Canada is, I don't know, uh, like I don't care if he thinks that Canada is whatever. I don't know. Like, okay, how to give an example? I don't care if the most brilliant asteroid in the world went to Vegas and slept with a bunch of prostitutes, and suddenly, like they want to fire him just because he had a good time in Vegas. And you know what happens in Vegas should stay in Vegas. So and prostitution is actually legal now. It's legal in many states. It's legal in Nevada, and it's becoming more legal everywhere. And Pretty Woman, I mean, if Julia Roberts can be a prostitute and get away with it, you know. So I'm not advocating prostitution. That's not what I'm doing. I'm just saying that it's legal in many states, prostitution, and around the world. But what I'm trying to get at here is, if you have the most brilliant astrophysicist, like a hardworking man, or just a man in general who works hard. What about construction worker who works hard? And he's great at building buildings. You know the buildings that you're in right now? You want someone building buildings who knows what they're doing, because you don't want that building to collapse on you. So I don't care if the construction worker likes to whistle at women all day and like objectify things. I won't say objectify women. I'm not saying I agree with construction workers that like to whistle at women. Personally, I like to whistle at construction workers because construction workers, like, they're tall and they got muscles. And anyways, um, but what I'm saying is that we have to have people who know what they're doing, and especially positions of power, of great power. With great power comes great responsibility. And if the woman's like, "Oh my God, your social media post was so offensive to unintelligent women like myself," like, you know what I mean? Like, if we have someone who is supposed to be in charge of keeping us safe from asteroids and meteoroids, I don't care if they made a joke about how they love planet Saturn and they love Uranus. I don't care if they made jokes about Venus, Mars. Like, I don't care. Like, I'm just saying, my general point is, we need to have people who know what they're doing, smart people. And two, like, it's not fair. Like, how come, you know, a man could be fired for saying something allegedly misogynist, but a woman could say the same thing. Like, a woman could be like, "Oh, I won't sleep with that guy because he's poor." Like, I've literally heard women say, like, discriminate against men for not being rich. Jesus Christ wasn't rich. Jesus Christ wasn't a billionaire. And there's women today that would actually turn down Jesus Christ in favor of a rich man, a rich, like, Texas oil executive. So that just goes to show you the morality of women today. And so for women to try to play the moral card and to say that there's some sort of that women are of morals, but then women would turn around and dump Jesus because he wasn't a billionaire and instead sleep with a $1 million football player like Tom Brady. Don't get me wrong. I mean, if I had to choose between, anyways, I think we need to start choosing Jesus more. All of us, including myself. Jesus Christ, he taught us to be nice to our fellow man. He taught us, to treat others the way you want to be treated. So I think we all need to, including myself, try to be more like Jesus. Like, what would Jesus do, right? And I do believe that Jesus was a scientist. I mean, it says in the Bible that he used to turn water into wine. How does a man turn water into wine? My only explanation is science. Apparently, Jesus used to walk on water. How did he do that? With some contraption he built? Maybe he's a smart genius who knows how to walk on water, and he's a scientist. They also said that Jesus used to love to wash men's feet. Like, Jesus was obsessed with men's feet, like with washing men's feet. I mean, Jesus had the biggest foot foot fascination. Jesus had the biggest foot fascination in terms of keeping cleanliness. Sorry, I meant to say cleanliness fascination. Jesus had the biggest, and cleanliness is next to godliness. People do say, a clean person is a godly person. So, but anyway, so Jesus liked to wash men's feet and women's feet too. He liked to wash men's feet. Jesus turned water into wine. Jesus walked on water, apparently. Jesus performed all these miracles, which I could only say were due to science and mathematics. So, that being said, I really like the Comedy Central roast of Tom Brady. I really like Tom Brady, the pro football player, the Super Bowl football player. So no offense to Tom Brady. But like I said, I do think that we should give scientists and mathematicians more credit, right? Imagine today, another perfect example is if Albert Einstein were alive today, and he's brilliant. Albert Einstein is brilliant. I would give, I don't know what I would give, but I would do anything to be able to have lunch or dinner with Albert Einstein and just be able to talk to him and pick his brain. And there are women today that if they came by Albert Einstein, first off, the women won't even know who he is. And they would immediately dismiss him because of his, his famous crazy white hair, right? And the women would probably be like, oh, Albert Einstein, you're not rich and famous like Ben Affleck, right? But don't get me wrong, actually, to be honest, if I had to choose between, well, anyways, okay, we need to start, all of us, we need to choose more science and mathematicians. I get it, Ben Affleck, he was in that famous movie called Gone Girl. We saw Ben Affleck doing his best acting performance. Well, in my opinion, the reason why the Gone Girl movie was so successful with Ben Affleck was because we got to see all of Ben Affleck, if you know what I mean. And oh my God. So, anyways, Jesus, listen, we need to respect scientists and mathematicians like Albert Einstein and Nikola Tesla. We need to respect these people just as much as we respect Hollywood celebrities like Britney Spears and Kim Kardashian, right? And like, Kim Kardashian, Britney Spears, Britney Spears is a very talented singer. Sorry, Britney Spears is a very talented dancer. Kim Kardashian is a very talented what did she do? Kim Kardashian. Anyways, Kim Kardashian is very talented at being Kim Kardashian. So, anyways, everyone, please let's give more props. Do we still say props? Do we still say? Is that something only they said in the '90s? We give people props. Let's give more props to scientists and mathematicians. And don't get me wrong, I love celebrities as well, but we also need to give equal respect to scientists and mathematicians and people who know what they're doing, people who are in charge of protecting us from asteroids about to hit Mother Earth, right? So those are the people you want working in science and mathematics, right? You don't want someone just because Oh, their social media is so clean and they're so professional and they so know what they're doing, right? But they won't go out a guy with unless he makes over six figures. Like, I honestly think not going out with a person or not going out with a man because he doesn't make enough money, that should be morally reprehensible. Not some guy who says, that he thinks Canada sucks. I mean, if a guy if a guy wants to say Canada sucks, and that's the other point I want. This is the last point I'm going to leave you on here is women want men to be masculine and be like men, but then they go and emasculate men. It's like, what do you want? Like, do you want the men to be masculine or not? It's like it's like they expect men to go to these sensitivity training seminars, but then they expect men to still be masculine and be, but you just emasculated him. You emasculated him by sending him to this sensitivity training seminar. You emasculated this man, and now you still expect him to be masculine and open the door for you and pay for you and and give you the best night you've ever had, right? Like, how you can't have it both ways. You can't expect a man to be super masculine and then all of a sudden, like, no, you can't say that. You can't say Canada sucks. You're gonna go to sensitivity training, right? Sponsored by the Canadian government. No one should be allowed to say that Canada sucks, right? Anyways, I love Canada. I'm Canadian, and I won't say that I love Prime Minister Justin Trudeau because I know that most Americans do not like him. I will say that if Elon Musk ran for Prime Minister of Canada, which he can, because actually you do not have to be born in Canada to be Prime Minister of Canada. Anyone, as long as they're a Canadian citizen, is eligible to be Prime Minister of Canada, and Elon Musk is a Canadian citizen, which makes him eligible to be Prime Minister of Canada. So I think if Elon Musk, who's a brilliant rocket scientist, he's a business owner of $1 billion company, SpaceX, he's smart, he knows what he's doing, he can fix the economy and bring us into outer space in the future. I think I think Elon Musk should run for Prime Minister of Canada, and I would definitely vote for him, and I'm sure many people would vote for him. So anyways, thank you for watching my video. Please like and subscribe. I hope, I don't expect you to agree with everything I said, but I think you would probably agree with at least half of what I said or some of what I said. So just tell me in the comments what you agreed with, what you didn't agree with, what you liked, what you didn't like. I'm very open to constructive criticism. Please, I appreciate any feedback. I appreciate feedback at all because, I mean, the worst thing that can happen to a YouTuber is to get no views or for no one to care at all. I mean, so I kind of envy all the YouTubers that get all these hateful comments because, like, I don't get any comments at all. Like, no one's commenting on my videos at all. Like, so I would love 1,000 hateful comments. I mean, at least those people are getting noticed, right? Like, I feel like invisible right now. My YouTube channel feels like I feel like the invisible man on YouTube right now. I'm getting no views lately. So anyways, I don't want 1,000 people to put hateful comments on my YouTube. That's not what I want. I'm just saying I would appreciate if someone left like one or two comments, like maybe commenting about my videos, maybe telling me that I'm not the most, maybe telling me that I'm not the dumbest person in the world. Maybe that would, you don't have to say that I'm super intelligent, but you could say, oh, you made some good points there, right? Anyways, all right, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. And thank you. And if you agreed with anything I said, let me know what you agreed with. And if you disagreed with what I said, let me know too. I'm really curious to know what everyone thinks and where their opinions are at right now and what their agendas are. Please let me know what your agendas are right now. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Thank you.